welcome to the channel for those who've not seen me before. Yeah, and for my regulars, how are we doing? So, what am I doing today? Well, it's a very hot, stuffy day. I'm here at Preston Caravans and Motorhomes, one of my favourite local dealers, and I'm looking at one of my favourite tourers. I'll admit, they've got a bit of a soft spot with me, and that's the Sprite Alpine 2. It's a caravan that me and Mrs. J would have at the drop of a gas bottle, should we ever have the funds, but we ain't. Anyway, that's not to say the Alpine 2 is overpriced. No, it's just to say I'm not got a lot of cash. But anyway, £22,000 just over, 295. This to me represents excellent value for money. I'm sorry, I just really think they're great vans. Plus as well, it's got the Alpine name, which has been around since 1958 in the UK, and has been, well, the Alpine's so well known amongst seasoned caravanners. Also back in 1970-71 it was one of the best selling tourers in the UK, selling around 7,000 each year. Yeah, heady days those were. Right, okay, right, so I've said I like it, so that's the end of the review. No, it isn't. No, I'll still go through it. Now, let's get the camera onto the van and not on me. Right, now that's better. Well tried and tested layout. That is basically a washroom, lounge at the front, centre kitchen, and of course chest of drawers opposite. So we know that the Sprite's got a slight freshen up for 2023. Slightly different grain on the wood, etc. Slightly different upholstery. They've not done a lot to them. Now, whether that will remain so in 2024, well, we shall see. I've not had any word yet to say there's going to be any major changes, but I would think they are starting to look up, slightly probably updating them, although they still feel very modern. Anyway, let's go and start here. 3 windows, of course. Sunroof. Now, the only thing I think on the sunroof it could do with being a bit bigger, and I'm not a big fan actually of speakers up there because it doesn't give the sound quality much oomph at all. But anyway, bit of a gripe. Got your corner units, of course, so plenty of overhead locker storage here as always. GRP interior walls, but with a nice sort of discreet pattern on there, which Bailey have been using their same old horribly glossy thing for since 2010, and it's looking very dated. Now again, as I say, deep lockers, shelving, that pretty sturdy as well for what you normally get in some tourers. And the upholstery is very good too, and you've got your storage there, and you've got an outlet there for your blown air system, and also socket under. I'm on about socket. Cupboard under there, and of course you've got the slats, but you can still use these as 2 single beds. As I say, comfortable, nice good solid cushions, and main socket here, USB socket there, and of course you don't have to lift these up. It's good storage underneath. Look, you can use and he opens them, access flaps, and a good full length, so no messing about there. Everything really is very practical, and it's very stylish. Again, I'll look at the cupboards, you know. Salesman said people go looking in the cupboards, I think they're going to find something in there, but they're not. Well, we're going to find the radio in there on this occasion. If you can remember, they used to have on a couple of years ago, they had an inbuilt digital radio, but that got axed. I think it was down to supply at the time, I'm not sure. But you can see, very comfortable lounge, and just very cosy. with his skylight in there, high key. Lighting, again, one of my major gripes has been on the Sprite really is that the lighting it's fixed. You know, I still think you need eyeball lights that you can adjust personally. That's my gripe on that. But anyway, that as it may be, let's just have a swivel round to the back end here. So that's the picture, the usual washroom and side kitchen. So let's have a bit more detailed look at the kitchen. Really good decent sized sink on here, 3-burner hob of course, spark ignition, grill, oven, latest domestic fridge freezer, storage okay here too, utensils in there, oops, side window of course, great for extra bit of light coming through here during the day as well as ventilation. Some more sockets up here, some more main sockets, and also your light switches too. Plus there's a microwave as standard, and also there is decent overhead storage here for your plates. There we go. And should you be short of any worktop, we've got some extra worktop there too, so that's really good. Kitchen is well designed, it's practical. Again, integral lighting means that underneath the lockers there you'll get plenty of light at night. Also as well, there's a mini high key fitted in here too. So again, very practical. And on this side, twirl you around a minute, you've got obviously the sideboard here, big lock underneath there, shelf, more shelf storage there, main socket, 12-volt TV aerial socket, because of course this comes with the status TV aerial. And again, more decent storage up here. So for 2 people, you've got more than enough storage. So this is your kitchen, extra bit of worktop, that's good. And also there's a light switch here as you enter the kitchen. Now while we're in this area, let's have a look at the control. It's a Truma combi heater system, blown air of course, very efficient, very good in this van, it'll keep it nice and warm. Your control panel, a bit of a shelf here. Could do with being lipped here I think, because you could, you know, if you forget to put something on there, you forget about it and off your toe, if it's breakable it's going to be on the deck, where if you forget and it's got a lip on it, it's less likely to. That's just a little gripe, that's all. Right, let's go into the washroom area because that's another good spot, another good feature. Right, and what we've got is good side window. I'd hate to see them take that out. I'd hope they wouldn't do. Again, roof vent up there, good storage underneath here, big sink. And again, when it comes to, oh, sorry about this, wardrobe, again, you can't go wrong. Status aerial there, a few cables there, I don't know what that's for. As I say, storage underneath the sink there, and of course your shower unit here, which isn't like the usual lined one, and I don't know if they've done that on a bit of cost cutting. Again, I'd like to have seen a roof vent in there. It's quite dark in there, even on a bright day today. You'd have to have the light on. But when it comes to being practical, it's pretty practical, it's pretty big, and you've got a shelf there to put your soap, etc. So no problem there, and your folding doors of course. He says. Right, we'll leave those. That's not pretend brothers. And your table storage there. So altogether a really neat package. Right, let's have a summary. Right, well, as I say, I am a bit of a sucker for the Alpine 2. I think it's a great van. I still think it's good value for money. It's pretty lightweight as well, so most cars can tow it, and it's really well planned, it's well laid out. Yeah, it's a really nice little van. The Alpine 4 is obviously, yes, the 4-berth with a fixed bed. You don't see many of those around actually. I've not seen many on dealers at all. It seems to be the 2-berth here that gets it. But the Alpine 4 is a good van too. Spec wise, we've got enough here to, you know, you've got your blown air heating, your fridge, your microwave, obviously battery charger, shower, decent front gas locker too, so no having to worry about not enough storage at the front. All in all, I still think the Alpine takes some beating. I really do. Now, I'm sorry if I sound very biased. Well, that's because I am. Although I don't own one, of course. But if I was going to go for a two-berth tourer, this would definitely be on the cards. Yeah. So, 2023 Sprite Alpine 2. Yes, not lots of change from 2022 models, but I do like the Alpine and I will keep reviewing it, and I think we may see, I'm not sure, but we may see yet some changes 2024, and that'll be interesting to see. I think they might do a little bit of a revamp, locker style. I might be wrong, I don't know, because the Sprite range does sell very, very well indeed. Anyway, see you on the next video. Please keep subscribing. It is free, it doesn't cost you anything, and all those people who watch but haven't subscribed, just subscribe. Then you get to the latest videos coming up, which there's not been a lot coming on because I've been very busy on book work, and as I say, I've got a publisher chasing me at the moment. So, you know, trying to fit this in, and paid work and book work is very, very difficult, and family life, of course. So, I'll see you on the next video, and from a very warm Sprite Alpine 2 at Preston Caravans and Motorhomes, I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.